this week we have more action signs to learn, and then we're going to be learning some questions and some articles. So some just kind of shorter words. So first of all, we're going to start out with the word write or to write a letter. So it's like you're taking a piece of paper and you're writing. All right. We also talked about if you're saying that something is correct, which is spelled differently, obviously, but the homonym, it's right. It's correct. All right. So here we have to write on a piece of paper, and here we have the word correct or right. Then we have draw. Again, your piece of paper, you take your pinky and you draw it. We also talked about in class how sometimes people would maybe do an artwork or something like that with the letter A, and it kind of is in the shape of a painting or something that you would do. Start. Here's your ignition, here's your key, and you turn it. You start something. Then we have to fix. It's the letter F, and you fix it. You're kind of working on it or tinkering. Fix. Think is one finger and it goes to your forehead. You think you know something. But if you know something, it's all the information right here. So think and know. Then we have hurt. If something hurts, it's like the letter H and it hurts. All right. And depending on where it hurts, that's where you would sign it. So if you have a headache, or if maybe your leg hurts, here's your leg and it hurts, or your stomach ache. All right. Hurt. Cry. Here are the tears. All right. And Gail, who's in our class, who's deaf, and also Beth, who's in our class and deaf, they said that like bawling or cry would be like, and then it's a lot of it. All right. So they're very expressive and they show it on their face, a lot of their signs. Feel. Here's your hand, just that middle finger, and it goes up. Feel. Burn. This is also the sign for fire, but you see my fingers are kind of moving back and forth as they go up and down. Study. Here's your piece of paper, and here you're studying. All right. It's kind of like maybe those brain waves going into the work. You're studying or hoping that you're picking up the work, rather, right? Dream is the letter D. It comes from your forehead and it goes up. Kind of goes up in a cloud like. Smile. Paint. It's a big paint brush, all right? Paint. To share. Here is that thing, that coveted thing that you want to share, and here you kind of take half of it, you give this half to that person, and that half to that person. But it's share. Then ask. Someone else has the information. It's almost like you pray that they give it to you, or they give you that thing. You ask. Tell, it's one finger and it's just from your chin or from your mouth. Tell. All right. Practice. We didn't come up with a clue of why this is as it is, but here it is. Practice. All right. Maybe you think of the word right, or like that right, and you want to get it practice. You go back and forth on that. Send. You take it and you send it. All right. You send. So you see my fingers coming together and going out. Call. Talk to them on the phone. Texting. All right, so call and then text. Open. Here it is closed and you open. Now, if it's a door, it swings, right? So close or open. Cut. If you're cutting something with your scissors, it's like this. But if you have a cut on your arm, it's just a cut. You show that line. Cut. Wait. Your hands are here and they're kind of like they're twiddling around. You're waiting, all right? This is the waiting, right? Smell. You're kind of taking in that aroma and it's going up. Smell, right? Read. Here's the information. Your two fingers that come from, remember, this is to see or to look, right? If you read it, it's read. You go back and forth, those two eyeballs back and forth on the paper. To buy something, here's the item and you pay for it, right? You buy. This is money, right? So buy with your money. Break. Here it is together. Well, together is actually a T and it comes together. But here's the item and you break it. Brush. And then we learned some kind of like some commands or things that you would do actions maybe around your house or your home. Home is where you eat and where you sleep. Home. So brush your teeth. It would be brush your teeth, or maybe even just brush. That's kind of enough of the sign. Comb your hair. It's the C for comb your hair. And you grab that piece of hair. Wash your hands. I take either side of my hand and go back and forth. So wash or scrub your hands. Or maybe wash your face, right? Take a bath is a T. Remember, we learned this last week. Someone else has it and you take it. So take a bath. So here's that scrubbing right here on your chest. Take a shower. Take a shower. All right, here's the shower head. It's coming down. And you could skip those articles of if you wanted to. So just take a shower or bath, and you kind of go back and forth. Get dressed. So get dressed is the letter D, and it starts at your shoulders and it goes down. You can stop right here. Get dressed. Clean your room, right? Room is an R that makes a rectangle or a half of that rectangle. Office is an O, okay? So if you said clean your bedroom, it's clean your bedroom. Then do your homework. Do, remember your hands are busy. Do your home, remember where you eat, where you sleep. Work. Mow the lawn. Here it is, pushing it forward. Mow, and here's grass, right? So mow the lawn. Mow, and if you wanted to do the, it's a T and it goes across. The. So mow the lawn. I have to scroll down now on my computer to see some of the rest of them. Then we had some of those articles. Like we said, in ASL, they're not as important to use all of these small words, but I want to teach them because I think they're important. All right, so it's just an A. An. All right, so this is the importance of that finger spelling again. The is a T that goes across. The. And, the word A-N-D, is you pull your whole finger across. And, right? But, it just splits. But, all right, you can kind of see it. Here we were together, but not anymore. But. Also, or the word to, that T-O-O. So here it is. It's a Y, and it goes across. So also, or the same, or I'm going to go to. All right, so I want to go to, right? Which is different than if you were saying like, I want to go to your house. Obviously, you know, that's the adverb of where you want to go to. So that is kind of like, here's a person, or this is where they live, and you want to go to there. So I want to go to your house, right? Do you see how that person went there? You can also always err on just spelling it out. T-O, or like I said, that T-O-O, T-O-O, or also. With. Your two hands come together. They come with. Now, if you did without, it's a with out. So you can kind of see that I did the with, and then I kind of made a hole for this hand to slide into, and it comes out. About. When we're talking with time signs, so about is like the time on that clock is kind of this way, right? And we go around. About, we're not as sure. But if you were to say when, because that's with time too, suddenly that time goes straight up and there's an exact time. When. All right. So about, it kind of spins, but when, it goes up. Then we had in. Well, remember I taught you out. So in. Okay. Do you see in? If you did it twice, inside. And my mom teaches that kind of with some of that syllabication. So if you have the syllables inside, you do it twice, inside. If we say outside, first of all, you have to go outside, outside. Let's see, we have of, O-F, or is you could do O-R, or you could do or. Okay, this is kind of like a thumb, or the trigger finger, all right? And we have the O, and it goes or. It's also then, all right? So or then. Where? Someone else has something? You're wondering where? Your finger's going where? When I taught you, remember the when, the clock. Why? Here you start at your forehead. You're wondering why into the letter Y. Why? Okay. And again, you show that expression on your face. What? You're saying, what was the answer? Here's your platform hand, and I always told my kids it was like taking a scoop of peanut butter. I don't know why or what are you doing that for, right? So what? Also, Gail and Beth were saying in the class, they're our deaf friends. They were saying that somebody would kind of do like this, like what? What's going on? All right. That's more of an ASL sign, that phrase that they would use. How? Remember, our hands come around. How did our hands get around? How? How many is how many. They pop up. And then the final one that we learned was which. And it thumbs up. You're like, which? This one or this one? Which? So I'll show you some pictures of my kittens. They are growing and they're so cute. But also, I want to remember to send those of you who are learning from home the words that we learn each week. And I'm so sorry because I haven't done that, and that was a miss. So I'm going to send those to you, and I hope that helps you to learn. But wait and watch for the kittens. All right. Love you and have a good week. Bye-bye. Here are our sweet little kittens. This little black and white one here is Frank. And then this sweet little one here is Bob. And then this one right here with a little bit of gray on him is Greg. And then we have, here is our sweet little Nancy. Nancy, can you say hi? So yes, our kittens are growing and they're doing really, really well. Again, if anyone wants one, let me know.